Hey there, paisanos! Welcome back to another episode of Level Select. We haven't met in like a little while since the last Level Select.
It's been a while.
You know, heard the direct was coming up, and it was sort of delayed for a little while.
Let's talk about all the upcoming news from Nintendo that we're real excited about.
Alright, so yeah, I am glad that we waited because the Smash news that came was, you know, small but big. It was big and small at the same time. It's an important reveal. I know that some people reacted poorly to the introduction of Isabelle, and I want to say that I see why, but I also kind of don't. People are saying that Isabelle doesn't really belong in Smash because she's not a fighter, but, you know, Jigglypuff shouldn't have been in Smash by that regard.
Yoshi. Yeah, I mean, like...
Yoshi? Yeah. Yoshi don't fight. Well, yeah, Yoshi just wants to have a good time with his family. You ripped that away from him. But I can't really think of any remaining character in the Nintendo canon that fits a quirky, unconventional fighting game more than Isabelle.
I will say, too, that I was not excited for Isabelle until I saw
So you saw the trailer?
Yeah.
Isabelle's just
I was really excited.
I think that's why I like that she's in Smash, is because I have a friend in Mario Kart 8 who would always beat me as Isabelle. And he's like, how's it feel getting beat by a little puppy? And I think that's what makes her so fun. It's just because the fact that she's just so innocent and cute. So it's fun to just, like, dominate as her, like, kick people's ass as this tiny little secretary dog.
Yeah, more dogs in Smash. We got 4 dogs in Smash.
4?
Yeah, well, we got Duck Hunt Dog,
Wolf, Fox,
Wolf,
and
Fox.
Yoka. Yeah, I
That's
forgot. I didn't label them as dog because I labeled them as wolf and fox.
Nintendogs, that's what they should put in Smash.
Well, they are. Well, there is
More
a
dogs.
but yeah,
Not
maybe
playable
they'll
characters.
make the jump into playable characters.
That'd be sweet.
Waiting for that next reveal. Sweet. Isabelle, people thought were going to be a clone, but obviously not an echo. She's like a semi-clone. She's got lots of villager moves, but they either work very differently, or you know, she's got that fishing line tether, which people think is the side B.
Yeah.
I don't know. I saw a little sparkle in the trailer where she was using it, where it almost seemed like it was a smash attack, but it's probably the side B.
I'm curious to see how it works outside of water.
What I'm really curious about is the stop sign. I heard that it is perhaps the up smash, so kind of like Palutena's up smash, where there's just a beam of light that's shot up. But I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that what it is like everyone's counters.
That's what I thought it was.
But it doesn't counter anyone. It just stops the motion or like the attack right there. Because that seems like something that's really up Isabelle's alley.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. The thing that I find interesting now, more than I did a couple of weeks ago, is the theory that a lot of the Mii costumes that came as downloadable content over the course of Smash 4's lifetime have been turned into fighters. So you have K. Rool, who is a fighter now. Knuckles became an assist trophy, but you know that's one thing that's not going for the rumor. But Isabelle was a costume, and then who else?
What was the armor? They had like a big suit of armor. Was it Dragon? Was it Monster Hunter representation?
That's Black Knight.
Okay.
People think that even though we already got another Fire Emblem character in Smash coming up, that Black Knight could perhaps get into Smash as well, which would make, I think, 8 Fire Emblem characters. This time, we swear, Black Knight's going to be different from the other sword fighters in Smash. People think that because in the is it Arena Ferox? He's not there. So people are like, well, what's that mean, dog?
Well, also, Gino. It excites me for Gino.
So, yeah, Gino could be a lock. Sakurai said that he really likes Gino, has been wanting to put him in, and it's his game.
I will say, Isabelle, because well, I told you both this. I was like 100% locked that she was going to be an Echo.
Right.
Right.
But it excites me that she's not, because now I'm more excited at the possibility of who could be Echo.
Right. So now I'm really wondering what other Echoes could we get? Nook would be a super fun time, but I don't think he's going to be an Echo because he's in the Villager and Isabelle's final smash. But Shadow is still likely to be an Echo.
Yeah.
Ken is still...
Ken, and we really do need a Captain Falcon Echo.
We need a Captain Falcon Echo.
We need another representative from Captain Falcon.
It would have to be Black Shadow. I can't think of anyone else who would be... I mean, Samurai Goro. We haven't seen him be revealed as an assist trophy yet. So, since he's been around for so long, that's also a distinct possibility. I mean, another sword fighter, but a dual-wielding sword fighter.
Because Blood Falcon is a costume again, correct?
Blood Falcon's a costume again. Not that necessarily means that he can't be an Echo, since Pit and Dark Pit share each other's costumes as alternate palettes. But it still could be possible. It'd be really lame of you Sakurai to do that, and I wouldn't buy the game. Who else do we think could be Echoes at this point? Because they make such a big deal about there being Echo fighters. So there's got to be more than, I think we have 4 revealed so far? 5?
Ooh, have you seen the box theory?
Yes, I saw the box theory.
What do you think about that? You think that's...
You know,
there's this theory that there's this package of Ultimate coming out that's a collector's edition box that it comes with like the controller and the game, but on the side of it are the characters. And based on like the equation of how many characters can fit on the side of the box, like if you were to put all of them on these sides of the box, there leaves room for there to be up to 72, I think, characters?
Yeah, there's perhaps 2 more characters to be revealed per the render of the box. But the reason I'm not really following that theory is because it is just a render.
True.
They can slap those things on however they want. And they're not really... they have a lot of experience in not giving away their hand.
Oh, yeah.
So I think there would be a short-sighted decision to let something like that slip. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, you've got people theorizing the roster off of all kinds of, like pre-order data, things listed from other websites. But I mean, websites get things wrong all the time.
The really
Amazon,
cool
Best Buy.
background set piece theories. I like those with Sakurai's interviews. I think those are really cool.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. We could be getting another Smash Direct, one that's specifically dedicated to Smash, and that's where Skull Kid could come based on that theory of the Sakurai backgrounds. Yeah, I don't know.
I would love that.
Mm-hmm.
It would be really cool.
An Echo of Young Link?
Yeah, even like a new character, like that'd be so cool.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I was just curious. I don't know if...
Well,
which would be?
The thing that confuses me the most is I could see so many Echoes for so many characters, but it's the theory that they have to be from the same series that throws me off, because I'm like, okay, that I can't. It's like Cloud, you take his moveset, you can do a bunch of Xenoblade characters. But
it has to be from the same series. So we could get another Final Fantasy representative, especially considering we are getting ports of 7, 9, and 12 / 10 / 10-2.
Yeah, plus the Pocket Edition.
Yeah, I mean, could maybe...
I'm going to get that Pocket Edition. I think it's cool.
Yeah, could maybe get a Tidus. Get a Tidus Echo Fighter, but he doesn't... If I remember 10 correctly, he doesn't have a limit break. So, that'd be kind of weird. Could maybe get a Bayo Echo Fighter. Then you'd have double the booze happening at every Smash tournament.
I'm telling you though, if you haven't played the Bayonetta games, they're very fun.
Very fun. I've never played them.
I have both of them. I got that package for the Switch that 1 and 2. They're super fun.
On another note, some people have gotten their hands on the demo of Smash. Obviously there was a tournament, but high-profile tournament players like Zero did a YouTube video recently where he broke down what he believed the tiers are based on the characters who were playable, and he had some interesting things to say.
Tell us, because both of us don't know.
All right, so he placed both Ganondorf and Zelda in the top tier based on the characters that were available, and they've been bottom. The fact that everyone's movesets has been sped up, and the addition of Ganondorf's sort of disjoints with the sword, it increases his combo and movement options, which apparently really racked him up because he's got a lot of that super armor.
Yeah.
So he's not affected by a whole lot. And then you have Zelda, who is way faster, and her moves are a lot more effective, like the what do you call it? The dark nut.
Yeah.
That has a lot of really great kill potential now. So some of those things are really looking up for what I was hoping is going to be the most balanced Smash game yet. Unfortunately, our girl Samus Aran is still way down on the bottom, which doesn't make any sense to me. Why would, I'm going to go on a tangent, why is Samus stronger out of her Zero Suit, or in her Zero Suit than she is in her Berry Suit? That don't make no sense.
Well, she's faster. I mean,
and that's the key so far for Smash and a lot of fighting games. Competitively, if you're faster, then you're going to win more matches. But she should have more like super armor. She should have greater kill potential. But that's just my tiny little rant as to who talks about this in like the Samus discussion. Anyone have anything else to say about the reveals or what could be coming up?
I would love to talk about what we think future echoes are, because truly, it to me seems like they played up this idea of echoes, and only for it to be diminished by all of the announcements. Like, sure, we got Dark Samus, but if you're like, we have all these Echo fighters, blah blah blah, and here's Daisy and Dark Samus, and then like all of a sudden Isabelle comes in and she's an OG. Then who's left to be Echoes? I mean, to me, Ken would be a stupid Echo, because like, aside from the color changes to his costume and moves, and a voice change, like,
I don't know. I can see it though. I mean, they were trained by the same dude, right? In the story, they trained together.
Yeah, I've never been a big Street Fighter guy. He's also up there too on the tier list. Yeah. More than he was before, because now he always faces his opponent.
Oh yeah.
So the chance of him throwing his move the wrong way is completely nullified. Except for that Mario Cave dog.
Yeah.
Mario's still a top boy. Except he's not really, but yeah, I don't know. Ken seems like he'd be easy enough to do, even though I've never been like big on Street Fighter. It would make sense. And then I don't know. Could get for Mega Man. It's possible you could get Proto Man, but he's got the shield, so that would make him play a lot differently. Unless it doesn't have any added moveset potential, it just has the Link effect where if he stands still, then like the shield negates projectile damage.
Funky Kong.
Right.
Funky Kong.
Please.
I would love Funky Kong to be in the game. I just don't know what he would do differently besides being like floatier, lighter, faster,
cooler.
He's way cooler than Donkey Kong,
cooler.
but not as cool as Diddy.
What about Cranky? When we getting Cranky?
Yeah, Cranky should be an Echo Fighter for K. Rool. Oh yeah, he does have double canes in one game, doesn't he? Does he not?
He has a bunch of
Can't
things. I feel like in the
DK3.
first one he has one, then two, and then he has like a walker.
Yeah, maybe that's Donkey Kong Country 2.
I have no idea.
They were always very cheeky, those Rare boys. Speaking of Rare, I mean, what do we think about Banjo-Kazooie coming in?
Oh man, I would love it. And then you can make Ukulele and Echo Fighter.
Yeah, but they're not rare.
I know, but still
they're
be
from a
so
different series.
cool. I don't know. I would love if Banjo-Kazooie
I never
was a
played
fighter.
Banjo-Kazooie, so I don't know anything about it. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Hands down, Banjo-Kazooie is one of the best 3D platformers of all time.
It was definitely one of the best games on the N64.
Yeah.
Hands down. But I don't know. It's been so long that I don't really care. I would have cared in Brawl. That would have been like huge for me. But at this point, I don't know.
It to me would
I
seem
can
like
take Banjo or leave them.
the how you were telling me about the theory of the odd retro pick. It's been long enough that Banjo-Kazooie could be that odd retro throw-in.
So that's what I want to get to, because since Melee, we've always had one sort of like left field throwback character. In Melee, it was the Ice Climbers and Game & Watch. Ice Climbers being the sort of like old retro sort of thing, and then Game & Watch being a reference to like the history of Nintendo as like a in their peripheries, their sort of like development in consoles. And then Brawl, we got Rob, another like periphery throwback, and then Lucas, sort of like the left field game history. Then for 4, we got Duck Hunt, right? And then
I would throw in Wii U Trainer.
And Wii Fit Trainer.
Or Wii Fit Trainer, yeah.
Yeah,
They were on the field.
Love my Wii Fit Trainer. But who could possibly be that like retro left field edition? I talked about this with you already.
Yeah.
All right, so like,
Your man.
just stick with me here for a second, because I didn't like it at first, but Donkey Kong Jr.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
Who do you think I was
I
going to say?
like
Mr. Nintendo.
Oh, I would love Mr. Nintendo.
Yeah,
being
I
in the
you on Mr. Nintendo.
That'd be so
Yeah,
cool.
it would be cool. I don't know how they do it,
Nintendo.
but it'd be cool.
I don't know, but he'd be kind of like I don't know, Captain and the Game Master.
Yeah.
He has a little NES zapper, and he's his cool little '80s retro jacket. Here's my theory as to how Donkey Kong Jr. could fit. He would not be a DK representative, so right away you can get rid of the like time paradox complaint that you could have. Same thing that like people complain about with like Dr. Mario. And instead, he would be representing Nintendo arcade, because we don't really have a character outside of Pac-Man, who is Bandai, to represent Nintendo's foray into the arcade world, which was a big part of them developing as a game company. So you've got Donkey Kong Jr., who like, he's got like purses and hats and things as like projectiles. His like up B could be him like shooting out a vine, and sort of like Diddy Kong, it's sort of like unruly, like it's like hard to veer around. Sort of like small, little tricky, like little Bowser Jr. like. I'm feeling
I
it.
would like that, yeah.
I would like that.
Sounds interesting.
Feeling it.
Speaking of retro echoes, I want Miss Pac-Man to be an echo.
Why not?
I mean,
I would love Pac-Man.
could definitely happen. Is Pac-Man the only Bandai Namco character represented in Smash? They're developing the game.
They have like Space Invaders, wasn't that Bandai Namco?
Yeah, but that's all represented inside,
Yeah.
or as assist trophies.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who was Monolith Soft under? Are they with Bandai Namco?
No, that's Nintendo. You need more Xenoblade representatives because Monolith Soft and Xenoblade is a Nintendo company. So, is it okay if I sit like this? Is that fine?
What do we think about ARMS?
So, okay, I've never played ARMS. I love the characters of ARMS. I like the idea of ARMS.
Weirds me out.
I just don't think
Yeah,
really
it's a little weird.
It's like you and I have talked about.
Uh-huh.
If you're gonna do a game like that, make it Punch Out. Bring all the characters from Punch Out back.
Yeah.
Revamp the Punch Out formula. Make it an entirely new game.
Mhm.
If I think if an ARMS character were in Smash, it would do the Smash effect where it would impulse me to play ARMS. Where I would be intrigued even more by the characters. I'd get the amiibo. I think the characters are fun, and then I'd be like, sure, let's give ARMS a try, and then maybe I would like be apropos to buy it.
You know, ARMS didn't do as well as Nintendo thought it would do.
Yeah,
so.
they sort of threw all their what is it, chips into a basket?
Eggs in one basket.
Eggs in one basket.
basket.
They threw all
Yeah.
eggs in one basket.
Yeah, they put their fish and chips in one basket. And guess what? That basket fell over. The birds got
But
it.
they've got so many
Fish.
fun characters, like the clown and
Yeah, I mean, it would probably be Springman and or Ribbon Girl.
the two lamest of the characters too. Like I wouldn't want to
those,
play as them.
those are the flagship characters. That was Nintendo's decision. So
I like the clown girl.
I like Twin Tail.
We know why you like Twin Tail.
We know why everyone likes Twin Tail. All right, nobody's got to come at me. I didn't make the game.
I like the evil doctor lady too.
Yeah, Doctor Punch.
Helix?
No, Helix is the noodly.
Yeah,
DNA
he's
guy.
the goo guy.
Yeah, he's the goo man.
The story of ARMS is dark though, right?
It's weird. They all woke up one day and they have arms,
Yeah.
like special arms, not like except for Twin Tail who has like hair arms.
Yeah.
We're not getting into that discussion. Other game,
Do you feasibly have more Pikmin representation?
Louis.
I mean, but he was a costume.
No, that was Alf. Alf was the alternate costume to, but Louis.
Or the girl. What's the
Louis
girl's
is
name?
I don't remember.
I like her too.
I only played the demo of Pikmin 3.
We both did. We only played that.
But Louis could have the rock Pikmin, which were showcased in the custom moves.
Oh, I forgot there's
From
a bunch of
Smash 4.
the rock, the fairy, the white.
The fairy I think are his upbeat, still his recovery. So those are in it regardless.
The purple Pikmin.
The purple, you got the purple.
Purple.
You're probably not getting another Little Mac representative. You're not getting another Punch Out
Just
game.
Give us Doc
ever.
Brown.
Yeah, Doc Lewis though. Doc Brown is.
We edit that out.
Doc Brown.
Yeah, maybe we should edit that out because that was probably a King Hippo.
Yeah,
See,
that's my dude.
That's
right
the effect of like to me, King
Give
K.
me him.
Rool and King Hippo would be awesome. Echoes.
Right, but they
But-
can't.
Yeah.
Also, Hippo doesn't have a gun.
You're gonna have to make him a playable character now, I guess.
No, but I mean, you could like,
This has to be done.
I don't know. The whole Echo thing is confusing to me because in my mind I'm like, give him like, not a gun, but like a pot or something. You know?
Yeah, but would he shoot the pot?
If it's like boiling, you could like fire off like a carrot or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just throw boiling
Be
water.
creative, Sakurai. Come up with these things. We're giving you ideas.
Yeah, how come you have no creativity?
Oh, I'm dying. Who do you think will be the final characters released? What's your bet?
I'm thinking Skull Kid is going to be released, and we're probably going to see a Gen 7 Pokemon, because they've shown a lot of Gen 7 Pokeballs.
Which one you think? Poplio?
No, give me Halucha. I mean, he's
Alright.
already a wrestler. He's
Yeah,
a
but-
fighter.
Yeah, but he's Gen 5?
Yeah.
Gen 6?
6, I
You
think.
think
He was in
Poplio?
X and Y, 6.
No.
Definitely not.
Okay.
Who is seeming like he could be the choice here is Incineroar.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm thinking Skull Kid, I'm thinking Shadow the Hedgehog, and Shovel Knight's going to be turned into a real fighter at the end.
Joe, what do you think? What are your two?
I'm just holding out for Rex and Pyra.
Mhm.
Or just Rex, or just Pyra, or just anyone else from
Anybody.
Xenoblade.
I think they're holding out on Waluigi on us, boys. I'm telling you, it's going to be the last one that they're going to announce because they feel bad for hurting all of our feelings.
Ooh. No, but actually, so Rex and Pyra, I'm holding
Right.
out for, and Shantae.
Shantae's been with Nintendo
Since the
for
Game Boy.
Game Boy
Yeah.
Color? Yeah, Color.
Yeah,
So,
Color. Their first game. It was like one of the last games to come out on the Game Boy Color.
I mean, like over 15 years, right? So,
You can make the argument with Isabelle, but she has been in Animal Crossing for a decent amount of years.
and honestly,
Ever since the second one, right? Like, ever since after the first one for GameCube, she's been every single one since then?
yeah, I think so. Personally, I feel like if Sakurai were to have done Smash 4 again, he probably would have chosen Isabelle over the Villager, because they have a very similar moveset, and it also avoids the, like, which Villager is canon. Then they ended up making, like, all 8 Villager, like, costumes.
Yeah.
So, I feel like he might have chosen Isabelle, but now he's like, whatever, you get both, because everyone's here. Everyone's here.
Do you think we'll at least get a Detective Pikachu costume for Pikachu?
No.
It's just a hat. That's all I'm asking. Just put the hat on it.
There are
It's like a Sherlock hat, yeah.
There are a lot of costumes that I want.
Why can't we get the little hat on it?
I think you should have multiple hats for Pikachu. You know, like a birthday hat,
The
witch
movie's
hat,
coming out.
cowboy hat.
Well, you've got the birthday hat already, and Peach's
Right.
got the goggles.
Right.
Jigglypuff's got the sun hat. Pikachu's got the luchador.
Oh, that's right.
What about the little Sherlock Holmes hat?
What about my nipple Mario? Where's my nipple Mario? Give him a little box of shorts.
They could
like
probably do that.
hippie hanging
They
out.
have,
Mario.
they have,
you knock him back, and you just get a little bit of like.
they have nipple Shulk. That's a costume.
Hey, you know who I really, really want? Please, Capcom / Sakurai / God is put Phoenix Wright in Smash. He's got to be there. He's going on 15 years now, I think. I think he's been around since 2000.
Aren't they making
was
a
the
new
first
game?
Ace Attorney. I hope so. My dude's Tingle has not been confirmed as an assist trophy on the website.
So,
He could be in pictures though. I'm not going through like every character's gallery to find out whether or not.
Tingle's pretty sweet though. Tingle was in Smash.
Minecraft Steve.
I would love that. I would really love that.
And
I would hate that. What?
I wouldn't like the character, but I feel like I just have to let it go because there are plenty of things that I'm happy for in Smash that other people do not care for.
If you put Isabelle in there,
Then
same
gotta,
level for me.
You gotta have a little blocky boy,
Right.
little Steve.
Yeah, I guess.
Pickaxe?
Get a little creeper assist trophy. I would like Smash Tour to come back. I know that a lot of people
I
hate
love
it,
Smash Tour, the board game.
but like,
I loved it. It was so much fun.
yeah, I mean, I think the reason a lot of people didn't like Smash Tour was because it's so chaotic. Because you pick up these characters and then you can lose them in an instant, and it doesn't seem fair. But the
That's
thing
like
is,
the
it's
point
not.
of it.
Yeah, it's not fair for anyone. So like, you're running around and it's utter chaos, and you get to use these characters for 2 seconds with all these random rules that don't make any sense, and then you're knocked out, you're dead. And that's just kind of the fun of it. It's just everyone being miserable together, and you're yelling at each other. You're like, "F you, I wanted Sonic the Hedgehog, and you got him, and give him back to me," and then you're like, "No," and then you lose him, and then he's gone forever. Like, I hate you.
Does Mario still have the flood in Smash?
Yeah, he's still got the flood. I want to know. Well, I can't remember if Luigi's been playable in the demos. If King Boo is the main antagonist of Luigi's Mansion 3, I mean, I honestly think that at this point, Luigi should be represented as his own series.
Yeah.
Right?
Go on before you sound like King Boo.
If Luigi were represented as his own series, as like the Luigi's Mansion series,
King Boo could.
villains. The story mode is obviously called Spirits. We all know that as a fact by
King
now.
Boo's in Smash.
King Boo is a spirit.
I'll kill
Boy.
myself with happiness.
Him and Dracula teaming up.
Oh my! Give me that King Boo.
All right, so I just want to see if we can notice anything about Luigi in this trailer. And
Luigi. Was that an impersonation?
So, but he is. I mean, on the website,
Luigi.
obviously.
Luigi.
I don't know. I would love for like his grab to be the poltergust. That like, you know, it's like a tether, but it's sort of invisible. I don't know. Maybe it's got like a wind tunnel, and like, you know, you're recovering. You use the poltergust, and you're like, oh.
Or the plunger.
Or the plunger. Yeah, you shoot the plunger out, and it's like, how you got? That'd be pretty sweet.
And the light bulb. You like freeze enemies.
Oh yeah, flashbulb. I mean, yeah, if you made him a Luigi's Mansion representation, then he would be totally different from Mario. He would no longer be like a
we
semi-clone.
can't do this move anymore.
2018.
For ever again.
Go vote.
Vote November.
New symbol of 2018.
Yeah, we're this is the liberal symbol now.
Hang 10.
I don't think we can say any of that song.
Yeah, maybe we'll cut like before I made the symbol, so.
Right,
I tell you what, I'm just glad Captain Toad's not in the game.
He's a pooping up or something.
Do we think that Peach will have an alternate costume?
I was literally about to ask, what if there's an alternate costume where Peach shoots out Captain Toad instead of regular Toad?
I wasn't thinking that.
Oh. Were you thinking about the wedding dress?
No.
Were you thinking about
That's what I was thinking about.
New theory of Mushroom Kingdom spin on its head because of
Peachette
costume. We could get. Oops, I made that symbol again.
Okay, everyone. So that's about it for what we wanted to discuss with Smash. Thank you for joining us for another thrilling episode of Level Selects.
We'll probably have another one of these if another direct happens soon.
I hope you had a nice time. We had a nice time talking to you, and I want to leave.
You gonna play more Spider-Man?
I'm gonna play more Spider-Man. That's definitely what I'm about to do.